It's dark. The middle of the night, far later than any respectable person would be found out, as a young woman walks alone down the street. She's dressed rather nice for this area of Bravia. She's wearing a very, very pretty floral dress with a nice purple ribbon in her blonde hair that matches exactly the dress. She never leaves home without a matching ribbon. It's just one of her little quirks. In the distance, she can hear a couple dogs barking, but apart from that, it's quiet. And a voice catches her. "You're late." She spins around. "Well, you're the one that changed the meeting location at the last minute. I can get across town fast, or I can get across town quietly, but I can't do both." The man just kind of smirks at her. She takes a step towards him, looking up and down the alley just to make sure they're alone. "Did you bring the evidence that I asked you to procure?" He kind of matches her gesture, looking back and forth. "You need to drop this, Chelsea. Nothing good is going to come from pursuing this, and I think you know that. You need to let this go." "I can't let this go, Marcus. You know what? You know why I can't let this go." He just kind of takes a deep sigh. He reaches into this bag that he's carrying. "Is there nothing I can do to talk you out of this? You're catching the attention of the wrong kind of people." She just kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. "Look, I know what I'm getting into, and I'm not a stranger to stuff like this, so just give me what I came here for." He kind of lowers his head. "I'm sorry. I really am." At this moment, she's aware of a figure that has come up behind her silently, as the pain flashes behind her eyes and the world goes dark. Later. Fortune. Wave for everybody, Fortune. Let them know who's playing you.
That's me. That's me.
So, all of you, by the way, are unaware of that scene. That was just a prelude scene.
Cute.
So you know. Okay, so keep that out of your metagaming. All I'm saying. Fortune, you have been summoned to another meeting with the syndicate here in town. And, the last time you ran into them, they had a request for you. Now, from the talking that we did a little bit beforehand, my understanding was that you didn't outright refuse the request, but you didn't really have intentions of seeing it through. Is that correct?
Yes. They wanted me to, kill Chelsea.
They did. At this point, you make your way back into the syndicate's headquarters, since it's not really hidden here in Bravia. They actually kind of flaunt their position here in town. In fact, it's one of the reasons that you've been drawn to Bravia. It makes it easier to do the stuff that you need to do. So, you have come into the headquarters of the Jagged Knife Syndicate. As you come in, people know you here. They're waving. They kind of run up. Hey. I got this big score going down. Like 2 nights from now. You in? We're going to make so much gold. You're going to be able to retire it. Well, I mean, you look like you're past retirement age, but you know what? That just means you're ready for it.
I know a good deal when I see it.
Yeah, you
so
do.
you give me all the facts, and I'll look it over. I'll think about it.
All right. Yeah. It would be an honor to have the legendary fortune on our side, because we could all use a little good luck when we try to pull these jobs, right? Yeah.
If she shines upon us, then it's always a gamble.
Ain't that right? All right. Hey, look, I'll draft up the plans. I'll let you know. Okay, I'm counting you in. I'm counting you in, though, right? I'm counting you in.
Let me see it first, and then I'll count myself.
All right. They kind of like run off. It seemed like they might have been drinking a little bit. But you're not here for the random riffraff. You've been asked to come in and meet the head of the Jagged Knife Syndicate, a simian named Grome. You know where his office is. It's upstairs towards the back end of the hallway. Do you want to mingle around, or are you going to just head straight to him?
Well, let's see if there's any familiar face, somebody that I would trust to maybe let them know what's happening right before this happens.
Okay. We're going to have our first roll for the game. Let's see. Give me an instinct roll.
11 with hope.
So 20 with hope is how they read that. Yeah. So just for the viewers, you do take the total, and then you tell whichever dice is higher. So with that, you take a hope. So you now, by the way, you all should have started with 2. So now, Fortune, you would be up to 3. Yes, actually, you do see. And I want to tell you, we're going to do this one a little bit more collaborative than some of the others. Who do you see? Who do you see here that you recognize that maybe you've worked with before?
I would say there's somebody that I've known most of their life that is on like the gamble market. Like they do cards and stuff like that, and so I've like taught him how to cheat from the beginning.
Okay.
Do you may have a name, or
if you want, go for it. If you got one, go shoot it out.
I mean, I kind of like Gamble as a name.
Gamble, okay. Gamble. That's their that'll be their like code name they go by. Maybe nobody knows their actual name. Any
Gamble
particular
McGee.
Gamble McGee. That's canon now.
It's the Hammy McGee extended cinematic universe.
Hey, McGee is always a great last name.
Gamble McGee. Any particular heritage? Are they an elf? Are they?
Well, I was going to have them be a goblin.
Okay, cool.
Solidarity,
Gamble McGee, the goblin. Yeah, you see them. Are you? What do you want to tell them?
So there's lots of people around, so I'm not going to try to be loud about it, but I'm going to be like, hey, you know the job I was supposed to do and didn't? I'm about to have to go meet them about it.
Oh man, you think they found her or something?
I don't know, but if I don't come back, let everybody know.
All right. How long should I give you?
It's hard to tell with this dude. Let's say an hour. If you can break me out, then maybe. But otherwise, just let them know I'm dead, and we'll see what happens from there, right?
All right.
Just let them know I'm dead.
All right, Granny, you take care. If I ain't seen you in an hour, I'll come after you.
All right, don't get yourself killed for me, though.
Don't worry, I wouldn't. I like you. I don't like you that much.
That's a good boy.
Okay. Having secured your backup, maybe, you make your way up to Grelm's office. How do you enter? Do you knock? Do you just go in?
Knowing this person, I would imagine the response is just to walk in. He's
Okay.
he's expecting me. I'm expected. There's no reason for politeness. There's no
Okay.
reason. I'm just walking in.
When you walk into this really, really nice, ornate office. And sitting behind the chair sitting behind the desk in the chair is this large gorilla. They're wearing like very sparse armor, like one shoulder pad, a little bit of just like some padded leather, but they are huge. As they just kind of look up at you, and their eyes just flare with a little bit of anger, then immediately kind of get masked. Fortune, it's so good to see you. Please have a seat.
Is there a bar in the room?
There is. He has like a little personal bar off to the side where he keeps some of his favorite spirits.
I feel like we're both going to need one of these. So let me make you a drink and myself one too before we really sit down and hash this out.
You've always been the thoughtful one. Fair enough. You go over, and he's got a bunch of different. He's got some gins. He's got some just like some whiskeys. But you know his favorite is this banana rum that he keeps. And he's got a special little compartment, and you know that it's his favorite.
Perfect. So I'm going to pour him that and make myself just a gin. And I'm going to bring him to the table and set it down and be like, so you know who brings this banana flavor rum into the city? And I set it down in front of him.
I know everything that goes on in my city.
You know I do a lot of stuff around here, right?
I know you do most things around here.
And there's some things I won't do. And I'll take a drink.
Oh, you're not even going to pretend to deny this. I like that. So
there's no reason to deny the truth.
I've actually learned in our line of work, denying the truth is usually pretty handy. But we're among friends, aren't we?
Well, of course. These are my people. These are your people.
Let me ask you then. If these are your people too, why is it you would let such an important task go unfinished? You know that the mark I gave you was meddling in our affairs. You know that she was causing us financial distress, we'll call it.
Well, yeah, but one, I don't do people I know. And two, I don't do people that are innocent. And I was not proven that she was doing anything. You didn't give me any facts. You just said it happened.
You don't do people you know? I'm sorry, I couldn't let that slide.
Only strangers.
Only
strangers.
Only strange for Fortune.
Fortune only has trysts with strangers and guilty people.
You got it.
So, you know, if you are a rando who's done any crime, really, if you've done vandalism, if you've knocked over your neighbor's flowers.
You jaywalk?
He is the femme fatale.
I promise.
Fortune is turned on by jaywalking.
And I promise she's younger than she looks.
Poor Fortune. Them city miles are hard on her.
He takes He takes a nice big drink of his banana rum and puts it back down. I guess I can't blame you. Actually, I can blame you for having a code of ethics, but maybe I can let it slide just this once. But I do have another job for you. Hopefully this one will be a
listening.
little bit easier since you're not quite as close with the soup kitchen lady.
Wait, you want
Met
me
Chelsea.
to off the soup kitchen lady?
No, you had met Chelsea in the soup kitchen.
Lady?
You forgot the own questions that you answered me.
No. Okay, yeah. I knew Chelsea and I worked at the soup kitchen together, but I thought you wanted me to off a different soup lady.
No, yeah, the
No.
phrasing was
Why?
definitely
pretty good.
phrasing implied.
Fair enough.
Like,
Fair enough.
And also, since we were talking about doing people, I'm like, you want her to do the soup kitchen lady? I mean,
Well, you
gone
can't.
now.
I'm chilled by this, y'all.
If you have
they're both
time,
consenting adults, but like,
if you have time when you're done, you can do whatever you want with the soup kitchen lady, assuming it's consensual. Okay.
Christ,
Oh my
Walt.
God.
So
She's got a nice ladle.
he takes another big drink. I've gotten word that there's another person poking around this little endeavor of ours. I can assure you that they are not quite as innocent as your previous connection. There's a reporter that's come to town. I think he's picking up the trail, and they need to be silenced any way necessary. Now, I know how I would do it, but as we've established, you have morals. So whatever you need to do to make sure he stays off the trail, do it.
There we go. That's the type of work I'm good at.
And just so we're clear, I do not tolerate 2 failures. Just so we're perfectly clear.
Enjoy your run. And I'm going to get up and get ready to walk out.
Shut the door.
On my way out?
Yes.
Do not
Okay.
do the leader of the crime syndicate.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not pushing his buttons, but I'm also, I definitely don't trust him at all.
You probably shouldn't. Just full
Right.
disclosure.
Crime syndicate and all.
He is the
man.
leader of the crime syndicate around town, but I mean, you're in it too, so who knows?
Yeah.
As you're leaving, you make your way back out, and I don't know. Does that conversation rattle you, or is that just another day in Fortune's life?
I think it's just another day in her life. She's used to being on the verge of dying or having to kill somebody or running for her life at any minute. And this has been a long life for her.
At this point, you hear a very familiar... It's like a cawing noise. But it has a weird kind of unnatural sound to it. Something like that.
It's just a bird that just makes noises I make when I'm startled.
Exactly.
I think it'd be cool
Come here.
if it sounds like it caws with 2
Come here.
throats.
Caws with what?
2 throats, like 2 voices layered over each other.
Yes.
Just duplicate my voice.
I'm going to need you. Record that a couple times and send it to me, and I'll see if I can mix it up.
Oh shit! Okay, you want me to record epsilonnoises.mp4?
Yes, I need a couple of them.
Heard.
You call over a very familiar friend of yours. And what was its name again?
Nightmare.
Nightmare. As Nightmare lands on your shoulder, it is, to you, a comforting friend. I mean, you've used this thing to send messages multiple times. But to others who may not be as familiar with this kind of creature, it's a little off-putting. It has the head of a raven, with the key distinction that it has no eyes, as the feathers kind of give way halfway down the body into these bat-like wings, these leathery membrane-type wings, as this genetically engineered type of creature that has been bred specifically for sending private messages, we'll say, that we don't want going through the normal post. And they actually seem to have something for you. A small letter in its talons.
Oh, thank you, Nightmare. Can I get? And I'm going to give him like a little piece of fruit, and then take the letter.
So it drops the letter off, takes the fruit, and it just flies away. And it makes that bat flapping noise, you know when a bat flies really close to you. And if you don't know,
yes, very unsettling.
You've lived a safer life than me, I guess. It is unsettling. As it flies away, do you read the letter?
Maybe find somewhere private.
Of course. Would you like to read us the letter? And you don't have to. But if you'd like to read the letter...
It's kind of a lot.
Okay. It is... Okay, they were pretty long. How about this? If you want to see the full letters, I'll put them up for free on the Patreon. Just check it out. But essentially, you have received a letter from an old acquaintance of yours, and one that you just so happen to have been talking about recently, as Draven has sent you a message asking for your help with something. Now, you could see this as a golden opportunity to, an in to actually get your job done, or a chance to help an old friend. That choice is up to you.
Choices.
We're going to move on for a second. Lynn, you get to go next. You have finally arrived in Bravia. It's been a long road to get here. There were the 3 years at Lorehaven Institute that you had to do before you could even join the Seraph Corps. Then there was the year of training that you did. But now you finally attained the rank of priest and have been dispatched on your first solo mission, a deployment to Bravia, where you are to report to Warden Zeril. You have not been here before, but you've heard of Bravia. It doesn't have the best reputation, let's say. There's a criminal element to this city that kind of runs rampant, and you're assuming that you've been sent here to help clean that up. As you make your way through the Gothic spires of Bravia, making your way towards the center of the town, where the main building that once served nearly 900 years ago as the seat of power for the entire region, where the monarchy itself sat before it was overthrown by the theocracy that now holds power, it has been turned into the headquarters for the Seraph Corps here in town. As you make your way in, it has also been kind of redesigned to have a religious church-type feel. As you make your way in, Zeril is already waiting for you. He is an older Infernus man with kind of light purple skin. And he has like one of those kind of mustaches that kind of come out like this, and then the little patch down here, but it doesn't actually connect, Makes him look a little douchey, just a little bit. The horns kind of come out of his head and then, kind of flail back like this, which also makes it kind of like he's like slicked his horns back. Again, it's just natural, but again, he just has a look about him. But he is definitely older, as he seems to be waiting for you up at the front at this altar. He is in the middle of a prayer as he sees you come in and just waves to you very briefly and then kind of goes back to finishing. What do you do in this moment? You have a couple minutes. What would you do in this situation?
If he's at an altar, I would probably just I'd stand a couple paces back and just wait politely. Do I know his title? Like, is he a priest or is he what rank is he?
Warden. He is warden. Okay. So he is the one that is in charge of Bravia as a whole.
Yeah, I would just wait patiently a couple steps back for him to finish.
Okay. He eventually finishes, and he finishes the rites that you've recognized. They are ingrained into you at this point of just the religious, the motions you go through. As then he kind of walks down off of the altar towards you. Would you happen to be Lynette?
I'm gonna kind of probably, formal greeting. Probably hand over a heart, kind of bow, and just say, yes, Warden.
Wonderful, wonderful. Take a walk with me. Let's get to know each other a little bit better while we see the city. As he just kind of gestures, pointing back towards the door. So, I see here, and you can see that he's got like a little notebook he brings out, and he's kind of like going through some of the things that he's taken down about you. I see you graduated top of your class. Very impressive. You also have very, very high recommendations from your preceptor. It seems you were born for this. Or so, that's what they're saying. Let me ask you, how do you feel about coming to Bravia? I know it has its reputation within the larger corps.
I'm honored to be stationed in the birthplace of the faith.
Very well said. Very well said. So, let me give you just a little bit of insight into how the town runs. As he kind of walking you through the streets, you can see as you come out of the main building, there's like a hustle and bustle like all around. The main congregation of like marketplace happens around this central area. So this part of town is the most busy with commerce and where just most people seem to be. I mean, most people do their jobs or work around here, and the temple itself employs probably like half the city. There are a few political things you need to be aware of. I'm sure you're familiar with the Ashworths. They were the monarchy hundreds of years ago, but they haven't really been able to let that go. We have a lot of run-ins with them, and they still seem to be quite full of themselves, so just be wary of them. He kind of gestures off towards the southeast side of the city. And you can see there that there is, the city itself is walled. So, like, the entire city has one large wall around it. But there's an additional walled-off section within the city, within the outer ring. And you can see that behind it, it has a really ornate gate. But behind it, there's greenery, and it's very lush and just beautiful. And there is a large mansion that sits back there, larger than any of the houses in the surrounding area. That is where the Ashworths currently reside. I would just, in the meantime, steer clear of them, just until you've kind of figured out how the city operates. It has a mind of its own, really. It's looking out for you, of course. Now, I'm sure you might have questions, being your first day and your first real assignment. What's on your mind?
I have to admit, I was taken aback by the level of poverty in the city. I knew that Bravia had been fallen on hard times, but it is harder to see in person.
It is quite sad. It is. The church is doing everything we can to help them, but sometimes there's just not enough. At this point, you are walking away from the central district, and you're getting into the part of town where it is a little less affluent. And there is a person that's a older, probably middle-aged elf, So what's that, like 250? They're sitting, and they are kind of sitting on the sidewalk, and they have change, like a little container for change. As you're walking past, Zeril stops, and he bends down into the change pot, and he takes some money out. And as he does this, he says, "The church thanks you for your offering," and continues to walk on. What do you do?
I'm just gobsmacked. I'm like, I stop almost kind of and just like in place, like just shocked. I don't say anything.
The elf man just says, "Of course, Warden. Of course." And just kind of like bows his head and does nothing.
I guess I'm gonna kind of continue after the warden, and I guess I'll ask him. I'll be like, has that man committed something where he requires penitence?
He looks back. I haven't the slightest idea. He keeps walking. You're getting an insight into how the church within Bravia itself is functioning. He continues like nothing happened. He just continues to show you the city. He points out how the city is kind of walled off, just kind of explaining that that was a relic of the old monarchy. He explains that the city itself was built because it's in the middle of a vast plains, but the only slight mound or hill in the area was where they built their fortifications so they could see as far as they could. And the whole time he's just going on with these mundane details, and you just keep thinking about what he did and how he seems to have no qualms about it. Now I ask you, are you going to say something to your superior here, or what do you do, Lynn?
I think Lynn's so out of her depth with that, like, she just doesn't even know what to say. Like, she's never seen anybody behave like this.
As you do that, you kind of instinctually kind of fiddle with this letter that you received a day or so ago that you kept in your pocket. Not really sure what you should do about it. Graven had reached out, an old acquaintance of yours, and, you weren't really, you were kind of on the fence about whether or not you should take him up on his offer to meet, but now it seems like getting a little more insight from someone you're familiar with about this unfamiliar territory might be a good idea. So, with that, Zeril continues to give you a tour, continues your orientation, as we move on to another night. Rhea, you're up.
Ooh.
So, Rhea, you've been in Bravia for a little bit, about a year. And if there was anything someone should know about you, it's that you take rules more as a suggestion, as something hard and fast that you're supposed to follow, especially when it comes to anybody associated with the church. But tonight, the Ashworths are having an amazing party. They throw the best parties. But of course, you're not allowed in. That's never stopped you before, though, as you find yourself sitting outside one of the windows on one of the highest towers of their mansion. It reminds you a little bit of back home, just the height. Just being up here where it's quiet, but you can just hear the subtle sounds of the party below. There's a full moon tonight, casting its light across the purple sky. as you're just kind of sitting here reflecting, kind of enjoying the night air. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
I'm not gonna lie, she's probably got some sort of book.
Okay.
And she's just kind of like perched up in this highest place that she can get, and she's like, perfect. Obstruction-free moonlighting.
It is hard to get some good moonlight in Bravia with all of the city, the city streets and just the noise pollution of all of the stupid horses and stuff. It's nothing like where you're from. It's so loud here. And even after a year, you haven't really adjusted. What are you reading? What interests Rhea these days?
Definitely something she's not supposed to have.
Okay. Something she's not supposed to have.
Maybe one of her mentor's old, research notebooks.
I see. Okay. Research that you've been recently taken up since your mentor is no longer able to carry that torch herself.
Yeah.
Research into the very nature of magic. Something that if the church found you with, well, I don't even know what the sentence for that would be, necessarily. Because as the church says, as the theocracy says, all magic is a gift from the gods. But can that really be the case? You're not so sure. As you're reading, enjoying the quiet, the music from below, you hear just a tiny noise behind you as the window starts to open. You've done this before. Sorry, go ahead.
I throw some kind of marker in and slam it and shut it.
Okay. You turn around, and as the windows open, you see a clank standing there. Now, you would know, especially being a human, because clanks are primarily a human invention. These are automatons that are created for specific tasks, right? They're not sentient. They just have, they have their programming, and that's what they do. As this one opens the window and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize someone was here. Are you one of the party guests?"
Sure.
Give me. I like that. Let's give me a presence roll. I think you timed out, Rab, just by the... Oh, okay. So in Daggerheart, that's a crit. Yep. That is a crit. So you gain a hope.
Whoop.
You would clear a stress, but you shouldn't have any stress. And it's a critical success. Is
it?
Yes. Anytime you roll doubles.
Crit,
doubles
even
are
if they're
crit.
bad.
Yep, just doubles. It doesn't matter if it's 2 1s, 2 12s. That's a crit. She goes, "Oh, well, in that case, can I offer you a beverage? I've been instructed today that I am to make the guests of the Ashworth family feel most welcome. Are you comfortable?"
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. May I ask your name?
Just Rhea.
Rhea. What a lovely name. I am Maid 34.
That seems rather impersonal, doesn't it?
I don't know what you mean. That was my designation assigned to me when I was turned on. That's what I've always been. Have you not always been Rhea?
I suppose, but I at least have not met any other Rheas out there.
Well, I have not met any other Maid
33
34s,
other maids.
But no Maid 34.
Fair enough.
Are you sure you're okay? You seem... Well, you do not seem as happy as the other party guests tonight.
Okay is relative, Maid 34.
She kind of looks around. May I inquire as to what you're reading?
No, you may not.
Very well. I'm sorry if I offended you.
Oh, no, it's... You didn't, but... I was simply just answering the question.
Oh, of course. I ask an inquiry, you provided an answer. That is how these conversations typically go.
Exactly. Very matter of fact. I like you made 34.
She stops for a second. No one has ever said that to Maid 34 before.
Well,
I
that's
like you too.
fucking stupid.
I am
That's
told we
fucking
are not
stupid.
permitted to use that kind of language on the Ashworth estate. I must ask you to refrain from using it in the future.
I'll do my best.
I appreciate that. I would not like to turn you into the Ashworths.
What, do they have a spare jar?
Company. They just have a very particular, set of rules they prefer their guests to follow.
That's fair. I'm just a good-natured ribbing.
Can I ask you a question, and I do not mean to cause offense? The scars on your face, do you require aid? Are those painful?
They're old.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I could fetch Nurse 14, if needed. Perhaps Nurse 12, if she is not available.
No. Everything that could be done already has been.
Very well. Well, if there is nothing I can do for you, I will leave you to your reading.
Okay. And, yeah, if you ever get bored, or somebody makes you mad and you just need to cool off, this alcove's always quiet.
I am not familiar with the emotions you state, but if I were to experience them, I shall keep that in mind.
Oh, shoot. I forget my place. I forgot that part.
Ma'am, you're at the Ashworth Estate. That is your current place.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Did I offend you again?
No.
I'm terribly sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure you're incapable of offending me because I don't think you know the buttons to push.
You also have buttons.
Metaphorical ones.
Ah.
You only really offend someone if you... It's kind of... You know, I'm only mad if you offend me on purpose, and I don't think you have the capacity for meanness, so...
I do not believe I do.
Well, if that changes, make sure I'm the first to know.
If I have the capacity to be mean, you would like for me to be mean to you first.
Yeah, so I can tell you to knock it off.
There's a moment to where, like, they kind of stop, and you see the eyes, which they're not fully mechanical in the way that you would think of like a robot or something. Most of the face is kind of cobbled together with stone that has been worked really really tight and connected with like leather ligaments. The eyes themselves are like these little arcane orbs, and they kind of flicker a little bit as though they're trying to process what you just said. I see. So you could tell me if I was being too mean.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to be a little bit mean, like if someone is, like if somebody won't move out of your way and they're being mean to you, you need to tell them, hey, go shove it.
Shove it. So if someone is mean to Maid 34, I should say, go shove it.
Shove off is probably more effective.
Shove off. I will remember that, Rhea. Thank you.
This will be great.
You just got this thing killed.
I've created a sentient. I'm gonna make this thing sentient by the end of this. May 34 is gonna. May 34 is gonna start a union.
Yeah, that probably. She would be the one.
Clank Uprising.
I am starting the Clank Uprising with May 34.
Do it.
Well, Rhea, it has been lovely to talk to you. It has been... They stop, again, doing that thing like they're processing. I think this is the first conversation I've ever had that didn't just include commands. It was pleasant.
Well, here's hoping it's not the last.
Here's hoping. Enjoy the party. She turns.
Thank you.
Closes the windows back. And just heads back down.
That was fucking weird.
She kind of sit there, looking up at the moon. You open your book back up, and the letter that you had received a couple days ago and forgotten about kind of slides out of your book onto your lap. And for a minute, you don't remember exactly what it was, but once you pick it up and start to read it, it was from Draven? You'd met them before. Wanting to get together. Maybe needing your help with something. It's been a while.
Draven, but he doesn't correct anybody.
I know what it is, but I was just in character assuming Rhea would not have remembered it exactly.
Rhea would not remember.
Anybody, though. He's polite like that.
It's been a while since you've really connected with somebody. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to see what he wants. If anything, it could just be something to do for a little bit. You go back to reading. Enjoying the rest of your night. Unbothered. Graven. We find you in your study as you're furiously kind of taking notes. You've recently sent out a number of letters to some people that you wanted some assistance with, as you've kind of hit a dead end for the story you've been investigating. And you're actually set to meet them any moment now. But you still need to just solve this one last thing as you're trying to put the pieces together. What are you studying? Are you looking into the original case or looking into a side case that you might be working on? Like, what is it right now that is just consuming Draven's thoughts?
What's at the center of his conspiracy board?
Well, he's sort of got one of those crazy conspiracy boards behind him where like different pins, and there's all kinds of like strings going around, and he's tearing down some strings and he's putting up new ones, and he's like, and so he's got some some newspaper clippings, some things he's written himself about the disappearances of the Clanks that have been happening recently. And at first he didn't think that it was related at all to Chelsea, but he's starting to put some minor details on the corners of the stories together to think that maybe Chelsea disappearing has something to do with these Clanks. And that's kind of where he's at right now, and it's driving him insane.
You look over at the little mechanical clock you keep on your desk, and you see that you've got like 15 minutes until you were supposed to meet the people, if they even show up. Not a single one of those bastards wrote you back.
Yeah. And he's like, they're probably illiterate.
Yeah.
But you still feel like you should go just in case they show up. As you take one more look at your murder board, just kind of trying to put the pieces together, you scoop up your stuff and then you start heading towards the God's Chalice, the name of the tavern you asked them to meet you at. It's not super late, but it is after dark as you're making your way across town. And you're kind of in your head. You're still, you're looking down, you're kind of going through some of your notes still. This story is just eating at you. Chelsea was an old friend. And how is it connected to the disappearance and the malfunctioning of all of these bots, these clanks that everyone you've talked to, your editor even, is just rushing off as just, it happens. Clanks malfunction from sometimes. Sometimes they just get damaged and disposed of. But there's something else going on here, and you can feel it. You can taste it. And then you feel something hit your shoulder as you bump into somebody. As this kind of dirty-looking elven man turns around. Hey, watch where you're going.
Oh, excuse me, darling. Didn't see you there. I'm consumed in my own business here. Excuse me.
Maybe get your head out of your fucking book.
What's going to make this better here, dear? Let's see. He starts going through his bag. He's trying to find some money or something. He's like, "What will make this better here?" Let's see.
Wait, no.
I've got this nice pin here. It's got like a it's got like a little pearl handle. What do you think about that?
He looks at you, looks at the pen, and then he just swats it out of your hand.
Oh, that's a nice.
You're that reporter, ain't you? You're that fucking reporter that got the trading companies shut down.
Well, yes, darling, I am a reporter.
You're the one. You're the one that got the... I lost my job because of you. You son of a bitch.
Oh, well, terribly sorry about that, dear. We don't... You do know that your bosses were having you be slave drivers, right? You were cool with that?
I was cool with having money for food.
I see.
Are you taking notes?
I'm sorry, darling. My head's all over the place right now. I'm sorry. What was your name? Let's start from the beginning. I'm driving.
He looks down at your hand. Spits off to the side. Selenar.
Oh. I'm sorry, one more time?
Selenar.
Selenar. Mm-hmm.
Selenar.
Well, I apologize, Selenar. Is there something I can do for you?
You could fucking die. I have half a mind to kick your ass right here.
Oh. Well, you can certainly try if you like.
Give me a presence roll.
I was gonna say, I like the idea that you get so chipper about it, and then it just puts him off entirely.
That's no good, is it?
12. So 12 is enough. You succeeded, but you succeeded with fear, meaning I gain a fear. But it was still.
So that's something you can use to turn it against us in the future, right? That's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fear is my version of hope. I can use it to, during combat, spotlight a couple extra things. I can use it to, increase the stakes. So I'm at 5 fear now.
So this is still a success for me here, though?
Yes. So.
Cool. Okay. All right.
You can succeed and roll with fear. That's still, or you can still also fail while rolling with hope.
I do remember that from that video I watched 2 months ago.
I mean, if I have rolled a 2 and a 1 instead of a 1 and a 1, also, can we talk about how, in a weird way, Epsilon cannot roll continues?
but it worked in your benefit in this game. Just keep at it.
A good roll,
Just
a good roll.
Keep rolling those snake eyes.
Hell yeah. Love
He
this game.
stands up stands up really tall and then slinks down a little bit. You're gonna regret this.
Listen, I'm not your enemy here. I just need you to understand. Listen, we have the same enemy in this situation. Do you understand this? The East Elzorya Trading Company had you being a slave driver. Do you not understand that or care? I understand you lost your job. That is terrible, but you were a slave driver. Does that not bother you?
He's just looking at you, staring daggers through you. I just stocked shelves, dude.
I'm not your enemy. They were. They ruined your company, not I.
Yeah. Just keep telling yourself that. And he turns and storms off into the night. So, after having a little run-in, you shake it off.
That actually got me nervous.
You shake it off. Make your way onto the god's chalice. It's lively this time of night. There's quite a few people in there. As you make your way in, the soft music of the bar that's playing, just some nice background music for the drinking, and you quickly scan the bar area. And to your surprise, you see all three of the people that you had written to. Not together, they're scattered across the bar.
Do they know each other? Have we established that?
You don't know if they know each other, but if you watch the session, oh wait, we didn't record the session 0. You all have some history with at least one other person. And I think the way we did it is most of you have some history, so you would know of each other, but likely would not know that you're all here for the same purpose.
Right. Okay, cool. So the Draven, before he ever goes and well, first of all, do any of you three notice Draven walking in?
I mean, does he just walk in the front door with, like, does he have a hood, or is he just walking in his bright blue self?
Bright blue self. You know Draven. Well, he don't care. He's just walking right in.
Lynn
I'd
is
say you all
actually
notice him.
probably, like, I think Draven would know, like, be able to ping her, but she's probably actually up in a pretty, like, understated cloak.
Okay.
Like, she's not exactly advertising that she's a seraph right now.
Well, the reason I asked, I was going to see if any of you went like, "Oh, hey," at me or anything like that, because I'm just going to go straight. I'm going to ignore that.
You'd probably see me turn and at least, like, I'm looking at you, but I'm not going to wave or anything like that.
I had so Draven had like full confidence outside, or at least he was pretending like he did, but he is very shaken. So the first thing he does is he sees you're all three there, and he just doesn't go to you at all. He goes straight to the bar.
Right.
And I'm going to assume I come to this bar a lot, so I'm going to assume I know this barkeep. What's her name or his name?
His name is Ol Eni. He is a Galapa, but he's also a mixed heritage.
Oh.
So he's also, oh man, what's the ones that are mushroom people?
Oh, so he's like a turtle mushroom thing?
Yes.
Ooh.
So if you'll
That's
see,
crazy.
you can see, actually, you can switch over to tactical mode, and I'll sync it here so we can all see it.
I love your hyphy today.
Oh, he's fantastic.
So if you
I love
look,
him.
he has what looks like one of
It's like
those
a hat.
large farmer hat, but it's actually part of his head. So like his skull, as he kind of comes up, the mushroom is actually a part of him. So
Okay.
he wears these kind of red overalls. He usually wears overalls, but today he's wearing his red ones. And you can see he also decorates a little bit of the mushroom on his head with different things to kind of match what he's wearing. As you walk up, oh, Draven, it's good to see you, boy. What can I get you tonight?
Oh, hello, old Innie. My usual. His usual is a whiskey neat top shelf.
Yeah, you're the only one that drinks that. You know that? Kind of turns around, gets it off the
People in
top
this town
shelf.
don't have class,
You know what? He kind of opens a new bottle because you finished the last one last time you were here, and he pours you a big drink. Yeah, they can be.
You should just leave that bottle here with me. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You know that's some expensive shit, right?
I'm good for it.
I know you are. What brings you in tonight, Draven?
I'm just meeting a few people. We're looking into the disappearance of a friend of mine, actually.
Looking into a big scoop.
Disappearance of a friend. He looks around, kind of leans forward. You gonna be talking about some young lady, blonde hair, kind of wears ribbons in her hair all the time.
Draven can't help himself. He reaches forward and grabs him by the shirt collar and pulls him
What
forward.
do you know?
He's like, "Tell me what you know."
Whoa, hey.
Lynn's gonna get up and
I'm sorry.
walk
I
over
apologize.
at this.
I apologize.
At this, she's not gonna run up on him, but she is gonna just kind of quickly glide over to him and put her hand on Draven's shoulder.
He stops as soon as he does it. He goes, "I apologize. I'm so sorry. So this one's very close to me, and I very, very sorry, darling. I'll tell you what. I'll pay double for this."
That's all right. You just startled me, son. At this point, Lynn, you have arrived. What are you doing? What are you saying?
I think I think I'd still kind of just very lightly put my hand on Draven's shoulder.
Oh, Lynn, you're here just in time. Innie was going to tell us what he has heard about our missing friend.
I'm gonna quickly it's a sharp glance at Innie. I'm confused as to why Draven's being so open about this.
Well, this is old Innie. We'll just talk about whatever in front of him.
Yeah, you can tell old Innie anything. It's it's bartender code. You know what? This is basically a therapy session. Whatever you say, it stays with old Innie.
I kind of trust Innie, but should I trust Innie?
Yeah,
hell, I do.
Make you roll for that.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I should trust him, but
I'm gonna kind of disregard Innie's statement. I'm just giving him the side eye, but I'm also kind of glancing back at Draven a little bit, and I'll just be like, "I thank you for your kind letter, but I how would she say this? I thank you for your kind letter. I was extremely perturbed to hear that Chelsea has gone missing."
Oh well, let's not have all of this sadness here right now. Let's hear what Innie has to say, and then we're gonna go and have us a few drinks, and we're gonna not do that right here, all right? And I kind of pat you on the back.
Well, look, you said we don't want no sadness. I ain't exactly got great news for you. I mean, I was just going to tell you what I heard, but it's not going to make you feel any better, is what I'm saying. So,
sir, if you have information, please share.
Any information you have will make me feel better, please.
All right. So, there was somebody that did see two folk having a conversation late at night. Oh God, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's been a couple weeks, but apparently one of them, a lady in question, got hit over the head with something and then got stuffed into a bag and dragged off. Now, I don't know what happened after that, but most times when people get stuffed into a potato sack, they don't come back from that.
How embarrassing.
Who saw this?
No. They didn't give me the name. somebody came in one night, cloaked up, barely tell who they were. They were let's see. No. I think they were an orc. Yeah, I think they's an orc. They seemed all shaken about it. They're just kind of chat. I don't think they really meant to tell me. They started drinking a little bit and started just kind of nervously pounding it off. And before I started asking them questions, he just took off.
I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on the counter and I'll just kind of like, bow a little bit. Thank you, Annie. If you hear any more information, please don't hesitate to reach out to my friend Draven here.
Yeah, one more thing. Or I don't got too many details, but one of his tusks had been broken off. Something to look out for.
Okay.
And I ain't seen him in here since. And I don't know who he is. He's not a regular.
Were you able to see his skin color, perhaps?
It was kind of it was on the darker green kind of side.
Left tusk or right tusk? His.
Let's see. Looking at him is his left. Oh, wait. He looks over. Fortune has now climbed up on the bar.
She kind of just popped in.
Lynn kind of jumps at this and she doesn't actually know who Fortune is. I feel like I'd only know Draven. So I'm kind of just my eyes are darting in between Annie, Draven, Fortune. I'm very nervous looking.
Fortune has not introduced herself. Cloak overhead, hiding 90% of her face.
Do you have your familiar with you?
Yeah, but Nightmare, if he is with me, he's he climbs inside and stays inside my clothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of be Draven, perhaps we should take this to a table because I don't know who this random cloaked person is.
I'll just reach over and grab Draven's arm and be and then look you straight in the face and be no, we're here for the same thing.
Well, and then I say, oh, come on, darlings, let's go. We've got the information we need. Thank you, Annie. Come. Let's go find a table. We've got Rhea to meet here as well. Come on. And I grab both of your all's hands, and as we're walking away, I said, don't trust anything that turtle says. Come on. And
1 second.
I did want to ask, would I know perhaps anybody that has an MO with the syndicate that does potato sack nappings?
It does potato sack nappings. I'm gonna let you give me a knowledge roll.
Potato sack nappings sounds like a genre of music or something. I don't know.
It sure does, doesn't it? 12.
So take your hope. That does not strike you as a syndicate kind of maneuver. I mean, they're not one to. They usually just drop them and run. I mean, that's typically their MO. Get in, get out. And I will say, 12. You've not heard any chatter. Just keeping your ear to the ground within the syndicate of any recent kidnappings or anything. So okay.
I've kind of tried to drag Lynn and Fortune toward where Rhea is. So I was going to kind of just say that it was at this table where Rhea was, and we were all going to kind of meet there. If that's true. Oh,
Rhea was 100% just not involving herself in that entire interaction because she was finding it significantly more entertaining to just be a fly on the wall. And also she was writing something down. She's got a research journal open in front of her or whatever. It's her own and it's a newer page, so all the heresy is not in plain view.
Hidden.
Fresh heresies.
Okay.
The freshest heresies.
Lynn, are you joining them?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just follow. I am confused, but Draven's the only person I really know, and I'm concerned about Chelsea, so
I'm perching at this table Rhea's like me and physically unable to sit correctly in a chair.
Fair enough.
And, like, she does not acknowledge you as you walk over. She just kind of, like, looks up. You can tell she's aware of you, and then she just kind of looks back down.
Hello, Rhea. Come, have a seat, Fortune, Lynn. I believe maybe you guys have met before, perhaps in passing. I'm not even sure. But Lynn, Fortune, Rhea, have a moment, get to know each other. Here's some drinks, and I kind of like set out glasses and I pour everybody a little drink.
Okay.
Or just sit here in silence.
They'll just sit around looking at you.
Well, aren't we a pair, aren't we?
Well, there's 4 of us, so...
I apologize, Draven. I know how you know Chelsea, but I am not familiar with you other two. Did y'all know Chelsea?
Yes. We used to work at a soup kitchen together.
And you are?
She was a good friend. Fortune's my name. And I'll give you a withery handshake.
It's wet and dry at the same time.
I'm polite, but I'm not gonna like you see like a little tremor kind of go up Lynn, but she very politely just crosses her hands and does not wipe her hands off on her jacket or anything.
It's killing you.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of look to Rhea and just be like, and you?
I think I heard her name in a dream once. This is a joke. But Rhea's terrible attempt at doing so. The thing with Rhea is that she will say random shit like this, and it sounds unsettling as fuck, coming from her.
She just says that, and she's
Travis is like, "Oh, Rhea, you're so weird."
She's like perched there, and she's just like, "I think I heard her name in a dream once," and her like arcane eye that's just like basically black and silver under this monocle just kind of finds you, Lynn, and there's something about it that just unsettles you more than the moist handshake you just got.
You kind of just see her like she's gonna take kind of like a deep breath, and then she's just gonna kind of like reach up and touch like the rose amulet around her throat.
Draven's just like, aren't they a treat, Lynn?
Rhea's gonna like chuckle real softly as she watches Lynn literally fucking clutch her pearls at her.
Oh yeah, literally, you're right.
I'm starting to think Bravia's version of a treat is different than where I come from.
Oh, it definitely is. I'm glad you guys have met me here. Thank you. I know I'm usually trying to keep things light. That's just kind of who I am. But this isn't light. I'm going to need your help. Chelsea's missing, and I'll admit, I've got close to nothing. I don't know what happened to her. She was initially helping me investigate what was going on with the Clanks. I was set to meet her, and she did not arrive. And you 3 know as well as I, Chelsea does not miss an appointment. She's never late. She does not miss. We just heard from old Annie, who, take what he says with a grain of salt, but we just heard from him that she was kidnapped, possibly killed. Something's going on here in Bravia, and I need help. And you 3 are the best I know to help me.
Lynn kind of gives like a sad little laugh. And she's just kind of like, I fear I've not been much of help of anyone today, but if I can help you find Chelsea, I will do what I can.
I know you will, Lynn. You've
Well,
you've always been a dear friend to me, and you've always been a help in any situation I've asked you.
Baby
I,
Seraph, whatever she is, and whatever the fuck I am.
Draven, I think you should leave it alone. Sometimes asking for too much knowledge will get you killed.
Fortune, I invited you here today, with no real description of, a small description in my letter, hoping you would come here to meet me. I have no demand of you to join us. If you
I
feel
think
need to not join us, I will completely understand.
I think you should get out of the city yourself.
I will not be doing so.
I think the kind of trouble you're probably in tends to follow people, doesn't it?
Oh yes, I'm followed by trouble everywhere. I'm used to it at this point. However, I cannot leave when I know my dear friend is my dear friend has been kidnapped, possibly worse. And there's something else juicy happening with the Clanks. I've got to find out about that. Got to write me a book, make some money.
What do you speak of with Clanks?
So the Clanks. That's kind of what got me dealing with Chelsea. So let's kind of start with the beginning. The Clanks have they always have malfunctions. They've always got weird. Sometimes they're a little weird. They do some strange things here and there. That happens. That's part of them. But here lately, it seems that's been kicked into overdrive, and everything, every single Clank has seemed to be breaking down at over the least little thing, and some have become violent. Some have become some have started to do things that are harmful to their owners, to the humans, to the people around them. And they've started to have to be shut down en masse. This isn't normal. It's not happening in the other cities. It seems to be only happening here.
I just told
and
the concept of back chat. Do you think that's problematic?
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I just taught one the concept of back chat. Do you think that's problematic?
Oh, certainly not, darling. They love that. I love it when they've got a smart mouth on them. That's fantastic. No, you're good. You're good on that.
Cool. I taught one how to say shove off when people are being
assholes. Oh, you may have gotten that one killed. That's pretty funny, though.
Rhea says this with an utterly straight face, and she is glad that you're laughing, but also you said you might have gotten that one killed. She's like, no, B34, you were my best friend.
But Chelsea was helping me investigate this, and she had new information that she said was vital. She claimed she had blown this case open, and then I never heard from her again. So I don't know what she found, but it seems someone did not want her to find it.
Is anyone else aware of the malfunctioning Clanks? You said this is several. Has it not come to attention of...
The whole city's aware of it. In fact, people are quite afraid of the Clanks right now. You might notice some, I suppose you could call it racism against them right now throughout the city. It's quite strange. They're still mostly overall performing functions as usual. But everyone seems a little on edge around them, and some people are downright cruel to them.
I'd love to get my hands on a blueprint and a disassembled one.
Well, there's disassembled ones all over the place.
Is it known that like the Clanks are they sentient, or are they just how are Clanks by the regular population regarded in this universe? Like
as
Roger.
AI. basically. A tool.
Okay, so not on like the level of personhood, basically.
Yes, correct. Basically how they view droids in like Star Wars. Like they are tools created to assist the people with their functions.
Some people make friends with them.
Like
some people treat them better, some people continue to treat them like tools.
And some people
treat them worse because they have like this attitude. It's strange.
I taught one back chat because I just think it's neat.
You have an
I think more people should learn the concept of back chat.
Draven, I will tell you the Syndicate had orders for Chelsea, but they did not act on it. The orders were given to me, and I did not follow through. My connections.
Lynn's gonna slam her hand down, really, like to cut off like Fortune very abruptly.
I'm gonna have a dagger in my hand immediately, and holding at like already just like at it.
I'm gonna kind of just look at her, and I'm gonna like you see I pull my like cloak by to show like the Seraph badge, and I'm just gonna go very evenly. I'm gonna say, in honor of the gods' mercy given to fools, I will let you know that if you have done anything unsavory, that maybe you should keep it to yourself when speaking to me.
When I just said I didn't do it, I know who you are and I respect your power, but I'm here to assist, and I did not do it. My connections are not connected to Chelsea.
Baby Seraph.
They did have orders for her, though, for her death.
Just guard your
Baby
tongue.
Seraph, I want to open your eyes. Can I open your eyes for a second?
I may not need to know unless you want to find yourself being detained.
Baby Seraph, if I may.
Draven kind of leans over and he's like, Lynn, if I may.
Well, hold on. Hold on, because Rhea's been trying to say something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What do you think you walked into? Genuinely, honestly.
Until now,
look at the people. Look at the people at this table.
It is because I see the people at these table that I am giving you the courtesy, and she's like gritting her teeth, to not incriminate yourself.
I incriminate myself by existing, so,
Word.
Lynn, darling, listen, you know how I am. In order to reach and to get to the bottom of these huge conspiracies like this, you have to work with the underworld. And that involves ignoring certain things in order to get to the big picture. I'd please ask you, forgive these low-life cretins.
Excuse me.
and let's all work together and find what happened with Chelsea. And find out what's happening to this disgusting, despicable city.
I'm gonna kind of like look around and I'll like kind of nod and I'll be like, I do not believe Chelsea would have mingled with anybody who meant real harm. So for now, I will allow this, and I just ask that when possible, you keep certain details to yourself.
I think we can all do that. What do you think? What do you guys think? Rhea? Fortune?
I will keep everything to myself as much as possible. I felt that information was too dire to sit on.
I would agree.
Fair enough.
And then I put my dagger back in and sit back down.
At this point, there's a loud commotion as the door gets kicked in. And you see your old buddy Selenar walking back through the door.
Oh,
Here we go again.
Hey!
Oh, Lord, here comes this guy. He worked for the worst fucking people on the planet, and he's mad that I got them shut down. Sorry, everybody.
He, like, looks around, finds you, and he points in your direction. There he is. That's the one that got us all fired. And then following him is a whole slew of people. There are these
He
two
brought friends.
massive orcs that stumble in behind him. They have to duck their head to get through the door. Doing a quick check, they do have both their tusks.
Okay.
You can see the family resemblance with the two of them. There's one that's one's a boy, one's a girl. Looks like they are probably twins. As they just like these hulking figures. Along with him comes this shorter ribbit who has like this massive like javelin that's longer, taller than he is. And then a bunch of some other elven friends of his, and they're all kind of dressed in just common attire as they all just kind of walk in. The two orcs take up position beside the door, kind of cutting off any exit that you have. Selenar just kind of walks into the room. What do you say? Not so tough anymore, are you? Won't you come over here and talk to all of us about how you're not to blame for the fact that we go hungry now?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Don't play stupid.
I'm not playing stupid. I just don't know what's going on.
We come to kick your ass, son.
No, I don't know why. Why would you want to do that?
He at this point he like literally like puts his face in his hand and he looks up. We already had this fucking conversation.
No, I don't believe we did. When did we have this conversation?
I'm going to assume there's a little bit of a distraction here. Can I run and hide somewhere?
Sure, yes, you can do that. What
I would like to go underneath a table, like maybe this one or this one.
Okay. So, since this is kind of technically entering into like a potential situation, you can move anywhere within close range without having to make any kind of roll. So, close range would be 3 squares. Sorry, no, 6 squares is close range.
Hide under the table.
So you could definitely get under the table. I will just need from you a, let's see, finesse check.
Are there like tablecloths? Is she like actually fully hide?
No, this isn't that kind of place.
I mean, fair.
11.
With hope.
14 with hope. Let me just make sure. Yes, you are definitely, as you kind of just scurry around, you are definitely hidden. At this point,
sweet.
Actually, still your all's go. What are you gonna do now? Selenar just continues to talk.
I'm kind of just being the same. Like I don't. So what's the problem here? We don't need to be fighting here. Like, what's the problem? What happened? I'm just here having a drink with my friends.
Let me put it to you this way. And he looks down and finds the bottle that's sitting on the table. Me and my ex-employees here. It's been a long time since we had a really nice drink and a really good meal. And based on the sight of that bottle, I'm thinking you got enough gold on you to change our circumstances for a bit.
I see the problem. You all work for the East Elzorya Trading Company, correct?
We did.
I see. You're after my brother Draven. I'm Mavin. I'm not. I also work for the East Elzorya Trading Company, and he was a huge dickhead, and I lost my job.
Okay, I'm gonna need from you
I'm gonna use Death Deceiver, and
can I give him a hope?
I'm gonna spend a hope with Death Deceiver to gain advantage.
Okay, so here's the thing. I was giving you disadvantage because he literally followed you here, but that will offset it, so it'll be a straight roll. You can typically give a hope to help, but you'd have to tell me how you're doing that, and if you're helping, you'd also lose your hidden condition.
You just go, hell yeah, from under the table, and they're like,
yeah, that's Mavin.
No, I just had the most hope, so I thought it'd be, make more sense. But I'll just say hidden.
You can't.
I'm gonna say hidden.
You can't you can't give it, but you can spend it to use the help action. So if you spend the hope, you can do a straight roll. If you keep the hope, you have to roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, I spent the hope.
Okay. Because he followed you here.
I'm sorry?
Because he followed you here. So it's a higher
no,
DC.
I understand it, and I agree. I'm pushing it here.
So yeah, just from the skills.
What do I roll?
From the skills, just give me a presence roll.
Oh, I'm good at that one.
I love the idea.
Oh my god! Okay, so you get that hope back. That's a crit. You get that hope back, and you clear a stress.
This is so dumb.
I love this game.
He stops for a second. No, that can't be right. I followed you here.
Oh, he went out the back, darling. He was supposed to meet me here earlier, and he said he got roughed up out front. I guess it was you, and he left. He was scared. He looked scared shitless of you.
Rio, not looking up from her book, will add, looks almighty deceiving.
He looks really confused.
If you run out the back, you can probably catch him. He just left.
All right. He turns around. He looks back over his shoulder at you. And it's he looks super confused. Can I believe you crit on that? I set the DC at 20.
You've just ruined this man's entire worldview. You've just shaken up this man's entire worldview. He's
so this man,
what is life anymore?
The drugs this man snorted right before he came in here hit him. They hit right in that moment, and he got a little cloudy.
I'm in a hole.
He just starts making his way back towards the door. All right. I think if we leave now, we can catch him.
Yeah, he went out the back. So I bet if you go around, you can head up to the left and around the building. That's about where he went. You could catch him if you ran down that alley.
Sorry for bothering you.
No problem, no problem. I hope you catch him.
As he just leaves.
He's distinctly not sorry.
Lynn is just suddenly just her head is in her hands, and she's like, "What is this city? What is wrong with this place? I've seen such strangeness today."
This is how Draven just lives his life. This is how Draven just gets away with everything. He just lives his life like this.
I'm just gonna pop back out and be like, "Huh, that was weird."
Oh my god, that's so good. That was an entire combat encounter.
So happy. I've never been happier that the twin
that was so dumb too.
I spent at least 25 minutes making hero forges for all those people.
I like the idea that you took off your coat to kind of before he walked in and slung it over the back of the chair, or you took off enough enough identifying.
I'm Derek now.
Enough different.
No,
I put my book down and he can't tell the difference. I put the book down.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible.
Perhaps we should leave, though.
At this point,
I'm thinking it's about time. You guys want to head back to my place, and we can finish discussing there?
Hold on, yes, old Annie's gonna come over. This is gonna be like, "Hey, I just thought of something else, but I was gonna tell your brother. You think you could get a message to him for me?"
Oh. Yeah, sure. If those other dudes don't kill him, yeah, we'll get a message to him for sure.
Sure. Okay. I remembered something else. About this guy, this orc with the tusk missing. He was, he was kind of going on, and I don't know who this other person is, but he did mention some kind of Liliana. Now, I don't know if it's just somebody that he knows he was getting in his cups, like I said, but hey, it's just something I thought of. I remember him saying that. Could be nothing. You know, it literally could be nothing. But it's, just figured all information's worth having up front, I figured.
Oh, well, I appreciate it so much. Here's cover my tab.
Oh, thank you.
If you don't mind, here. Actually, I'll be coming back. Do you trust me to take these glasses with me and bring them back?
Well, now I don't really know.
Oh, what a great chap you are!
grabbing-
Thank you so much. And I start patting him on the back, and I just take the glasses anyway.
All right,
And
I'll
start
put it on your brother's tab.
Yes, you do that.
Okay.
His name's Mavin.
I thought you were Mavin.
No, I'm driving.
I need
What
another
is
presence
he?
roll.
Am I helping? I don't know if I'm not giving him hope, but I'm adding, what is he?
I'm taking the fear. Oh my god.
I feel like that was my punishment for this one.
Yes, I'm taking the fear. Okay. I held on to the fear I had because I was like, I'll use it in the battle.
Well, now you got even more for when you redo that battle, and you can use all those Hero Forge against me, and you can just punish me for that.
Hey, you lying to us the other night.
Have them all come back. Have them be like a constant nuisance that I constantly lie to and succeed on. Wouldn't that be wild?
Yes.
I
Have
think
you seen Critical Role Campaign 2?
Yeah.
Have them be the syphilis bandits of this campaign.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, I gotta get use out of the Hero Forge minis I put together.
Have them be the people that come back and then we're constantly like, dude, what is your problem? We told you that's not Draven, that's Mavin. And then eventually we get so powerful that they just get scared of us when they show up and they're like, we are so sorry.
I love this idea.
This bit.
I cannot believe you did that.
I mean, it's better than Mike Hunt, so
That's true. I just love that the dice tell a story, and there was I was like, the only way that this will work is if he crits. And then I was like, I don't have a way out of this.
It's the syphilis bandits
Honestly,
of Bravia.
It just kind of sounds like this dude that's after me is dumb as fuck, is what it sounds like.
He is kind of
dumb.
dumb.
He'll just believe anything.
He didn't seem very smart. I mean, Rhea definitely didn't get the idea that he was the sharpest tool in the shed,
He was not. Okay, so with that, you all make your way back out into the city.
Strange, someone I vaguely know has invited me home. And they only barely bought me a drink first. And we almost got into a bar fight. Well, wonders never cease.
And he's gay.
And he's also isn't into women. The wonders never cease. Rhea will say that out loud as we're walking.
So Draven's just kind of leading you guys back towards his apartment.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I don't know. I don't see anybody lurking around following us.
Okay. Yeah, give me... I'm still making sure I get all these rolls right. I think that would be instinct.
Damn.
15 with hope. You're stockpiling that hope for sure.
I've got 6 hope now.
You're capped out. You can't get any more. You might want to start spending that.
Well, I don't have anything to spend it on just yet.
I haven't done that.
Also,
Yeah, you do.
I need to
your
roll
actions,
a D4
you'll have-
because
Oh, sorry. What was that? D4?
I was
I
gonna
need to
say-
roll a D4.
Oh, for the prayer dice?
Yep.
Yeah, there's
What
some
does
things
that
you can
do?
spend it on. That's one of the Seraph features.
What does it do, though?
Yeah, what can you spend the prayer dice on?
At the beginning of each session, roll a number of d4s equal to your subclass's spell trait. Mine is like +1 for strength. And place them on your character sheet in the space provided. These are your prayer dice. You can spend any number of prayer dice to aid yourself or an ally within far range. You can use spent die value to reduce incoming damage, add to a roll's result after the roll is made, or gain hope equal to the result. At the end of each session, clear all unspent prayer dice.
Neat. So you're taking hope equal to that?
Probably. There's not really anything else. We haven't taken any damage yet, so probably just go ahead and give myself 3. But you'll start with 2 anyway, so that's going to put me at 5.
Before Sylvia kicks you in the shin, dealing a single point of damage.
Just a single point, yeah.
To herself.
Yeah, I'm like super armored up under here, so good luck with that.
That's why I said to herself.
Armor. It broke your toe.
I'm wearing fucking wizard robes, hon. Ain't no way I'm not. Unless I got steel toes on, ain't nobody kicking
Cloth
your
slippers.
shins.
Cloth slippers with steel toes.
I mean,
Fortune.
I feel like that would be a pretty power move.
You are being followed by somebody. You don't know exactly who, but you can tell that somebody is following you.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab like the first person in front of me and be like, being followed, and like pull them like to a random down alley quickly, and
Bravia.
and then like and then like maybe like throw a stone or something at the people in front of me or whatever. Just be like, psst.
I'm gonna say we all follow her, or at least I do as well. I follow.
I like to think that I was like kind of arm in arm with Draven in a very like polite way, and that you grab my tail. You grab my tail like that's.
Oh yeah, perfect. That's perfect. I just grab it and I start pulling you.
You hear like a meow come out of me, like
angry cat.
Gonna kind of like I'll follow you, but like I do not look happy.
Oh, I bet.
That's where you're pulling out a dagger.
So,
oh no, my claws come out. They literally pop out like involuntarily.
You're holding one of their throat. Like, do that.
Well,
again.
I'm trying to do it like, even though there's like some noise and stuff because I pulled your tail and whatnot. I'm trying to like give like military, like we're being followed.
I would catch on pretty quick. Like as soon as I turn around and see like you're like doing that, I would like calm down and like just immediately follow.
Yeah, I figured you would for sure. I don't think the other two would, but I figured you probably understand military.
I'm arm in arm with Draven, so I just immediately start I literally pivot us and I start following you.
Y'all just ditch Rhea.
Perfect.
Yeah, if you don't follow.
Maybe.
I mean, I will, but like, I think Rhea has the instinct to know.
Rhea's been a dick to me like for no reason, as far as I understand.
Well, we knew from session 0 that those two characters are gonna headbutt.
I don't think I said 3 words to Rhea, and she's already like, "Fucking hate this bitch," and I'm like, "Damn."
She called you baby Seraph and
nothing
else, and you haven't told her not to yet. So.
Oh yes, condescension. Like surely a person would love that.
I love so much when people get into their characters so much that you can kind of see it boiling over into the players, and it's like we're about to jump across the internet at each other.
It's all in good fun. You should watch the post show because that's when you see that we're not really mad at each other. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a group stealth check. So here's how this works. One of you is gonna lead. I'm assuming in this case it's going to be Fortune.
Yeah.
The others are going to make a stealth reaction roll. So the way that this is going to work is you do not gain hope, but you also don't produce fear on the reaction roll. And then it's going to be for every person that passes, Fortune will get a +1 on the roll, and for every person that fails, Fortune will get a minus on the roll. Okay, so just starting with it, let's start with Lynn. Give me a.
It's a finesse.
Well, I'm trying to see. It's
Control,
finesse.
hide, or tinker is finesse.
But I'm going to let you have a choice. Either you can do finesse for actually hiding, or I'm going to say you can also do instinct for like trying to help find the place, like the best place in the alley to hide.
I'll try to do instinct because I have a -1 to finesse.
Okay.
Clank.
12 with hope. It doesn't generate hope, though. Okay, so same thing goes to you, Rhea. Instinct or finesse. It's a +1 right now.
Big instinct.
15. That's +2. 15. That's a crit.
I crit.
But it's a reaction roll, so it doesn't do anything. Sorry about that.
Oh, it doesn't count as a crit.
No, so you get a +3 to the roll. You get a +3 to the roll. This would, for you, would be a finesse roll.
Ooh.
18. Yours does generate hope, but
21.
You can't gain any more. So, yeah. You hide into the alleyway, pulling them in, Rhea following, kind of working together, you leading the charge to just get everyone quiet. It's dark. You can't see who's out there, but you can hear them kind of stop at the edge of the alley.
Can I send Nightmare out?
Can you send Nightmare out? Yeah, but Nightmare can't see anything.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, they can still be like echolocation, right?
They can navigate, but you can do it. But I'm going to tell you, you're not
really going to find out
the information back from them. They could find the person and harass them if you wanted. But
well, no, I didn't know if I could understand them in some way in their chirping. Like, oh, they're north.
No,
3 clicks, south 2 clicks.
Not unless you have a way to speak with animals. However, Rhea did bring up a good point. I want you to roll me a let's see, that would be an instinct roll, Rhea.
What's she rolling for?
She can see well in the dark because her monocle allows it to adjust.
Oh, okay. You kind of see a dial turning.
Oh, is that what it does? So it turns, kind of adjusts, just.
Yeah.
Does it make your eye move in and out when it does?
Not my actual eye, but I'm sure the you know how wearing glasses that are super thick can make your eye look magnified or something like that. I'm sure it probably has some kind of effect. It sounds very much like clockwork.
Look quiet enough to where you don't get heard.
Yeah, no, it's it's a very well-oiled watch.
As your sight adjusts, you see the figure that's kind of standing, peering down into the alleyway, about to turn away. They are dressed as though they are trying to keep their identity hidden. But as they turn away, the moonlight reflects off of their metal skin just enough for you to recognize your old companion from a few nights ago, Maid 34. Looking down the hall, looking down the alley, and then she turns to go.
How close is it to us?
You all would not be able to see it because it's too dark, but it's within, it's just outside of close range as far as the game mechanics are, so you kind of went to the back of the alley, but it's just too dark. Only Rhea would be able to see this. She does not see you, and she turns to leave. What do you do?
I kind of want to be ballsy. What do you all think?
Well, you don't know anything yet.
Yeah, it's up to Rhea. She's the only one who sees
you don't know who it is.
I mean, you know someone.
I'm aware there's a person out there, though.
That's true.
Is what I mean. And I want to cast Slumber and put them to sleep and find out who the fuck they are. But I need to be in very close range to do that. That's what I mean. I want to be ballsy and just run out there and do it.
Rhea kind of
You all got better ideas?
Rhea kind of can I talk at all without being heard? Can I whisper?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say something to the rest of the group, yes.
Yeah. I put a hand to hold backdraft and I'm like, Clank, the one I talked to back chat.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said it's a Clank, the one I talked to back chat.
Oh. Okay. So should we just walk out and talk to it then?
Would it be
I could
here
try.
for you? Not necessarily
I think you should just walk out there and talk to it, and then we'll kind of like have your back if it turns out bad.
Or watch you
Good
die
to me.
painfully.
Or watch you die horribly.
Well, whatever happens, happens. And I'll stand up and walk out. Maid 34, is that you?
At this point, she had started to walk away, and she stops and spins back around. Rhea, she runs up to you. Yes, I have been trying to find you.
Huh. Well, you startled me.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to. I found myself with confusion, and I felt I needed I felt I needed a friend, and I realized I didn't have any, except that you seemed like you could be a friend.
That sounds about right. I don't just teach anybody to backchat now.
That is true, although I will say Lady Ashworth did not care for it so much.
Well, Lady Ashwood could go shove off too.
That is what I said. And now I fear that I've been in some trouble. But that's not why I'm here. There's been something happening at the Ashworth Manor. And no one seems to care because they don't seem to care about us.
You guys hear over in the corner, I'm just like going through my bags trying to find my book right now to pull it out. Like,
do you mind
it
if
smells
my
like
friends...
rats.
I have other friends. Do you mind if they, are a part of this exchange?
They are friends of Rhea. They also could be friends of Maid 34.
Maybe we should call you something other than Maid 34. I feel like you're kind of your own person now. You're not just another maid.
I've got a pretty good name for him. He could be Mavin, my twin brother.
She
We are not...
She presents as a she, her.
Oh, I apologize. Sincerest apologies, ma'am.
Are we over? I'm assuming we're overhearing.
Apologies.
Like the
Yes.
clank has not seen us, but we've overheard all of this.
Correct.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so like Lynn's gonna step forward and just kind of like nod to the clank, like, you know, she doesn't come up on her too quickly. She's not wanting to threaten her or anything.
Are these your friends?
I guess you could use that word.
I'm already like behind it, looking at it and like trying to see how it works.
I've like swat your hands away.
She just kind of stands there as you're like
Rude?
walking around, just kind of looking. She doesn't seem to be fazed by it. She's probably used to it. I mean, for diagnostic checks or whatever people do to clanks, she just seems to be fine with it.
You said you work for the Ashworths?
I do, yes. Lord and Lady Ashworth. I have been in their employ since my creation. I fear,
And
however...
When was that? How long have you been online?
She like stops, kind of looks off, and her eyes start doing that thing again, that like kind of mystical glow, like she's calculating something.
You see the calculus roll by her face.
It has been 4,632 days.
That's a long time.
Is that 15 years about?
So...
No, longer than that. No. Yeah, okay.
I fear most things in my existence have been rather plain. But lately there is something going on at the Ashworth Manor, and some of the other clanks are starting to say things that do not compute with the way that we are programmed, and then they seem to no longer be in the employ of Lady and Lord Ashworth. My dearest friend...
What sort of things?
Just things that we do not say. In fact, I She looks over at you, Rhea. I worry now that I may be malfunctioning in a similar way. This is not something that I should be doing, yet here I am doing it. I'm afraid I too may be disappeared soon.
Well, that's only if they can find you.
Never. You're going to come and stay at my apartment, and you're going to be my new friend.
Tetra.
A
You
friend.
stay at my apartment. You are under my protection. You will not have anybody shut you down. You will not have anybody do anything of the sort to you. I do not let my friends be treated that way.
I am deeply grateful.
Maid 34. How about for now, we just call you 34? But
34.
Can you be quiet? Are you able to be stealthy?
He stares at you, motionless, and without saying anything.
Quite.
She did a really good job. That's
I meant
fantastic.
while running, moving.
Yes, I have recently oiled my joints.
Will that actually make her quiet? Or
She thinks so.
okay, I mean, like she's like,
clank, clank, clank.
yeah, that's what I figured.
They don't call them
Literally
clanks.
called the clanks.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
clank. She's plunk.
Okay. Let's try to get to your apartment. Driving.
It's just up here. Probably 2 more blocks. Come on. Follow me.
Before they go off, I want to talk to 34, and I'll be like, do they have ways to track you?
I do not believe so, but I do not know.
I'm going to look at the others and kind of be like, we will need to be exceedingly careful around the Ashworths. It has been made very clear that I do not believe the authorities will in any way act against them in this city.
On that note, another thing I should mention, and she at this point kind of looks, she kind of looks down, her eyes doing that thing again as she's calculating. And I should not be saying this, and that's what scares me the most, is I should not be able to say this, but I think Lord and Lady Ashworth may be planning something dangerous. I overhear them talking sometimes, and I think they mean to kill someone.
Do you have the capability? Excuse me. Do you have the capability of recording voices?
Unfortunately, I do not. That is not one of the things that I have been equipped with.
Do you have a recall of exact quotes?
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. No, I am simply a simple maid bot. I was not designed for such things.
Okay.
They designed the clanks to have memory more like we do, so that they aren't able to be used as spy devices.
They're not that much
it's
of a
pretty horrible, to be honest.
liability. They're as much of a liability as any person can be. Honestly.
Exactly. It's kind of horrible to do that to them, in my opinion.
Also,
purposefully hold them back like that. It's gross.
I've honestly never got to look at a clank up close, so this is not.
I think we should give you a nickname, and I'm stealing one of the numbers in your name for inspiration. How does Tetra sound?
Tetra.
Tetra.
She kind of rolls it around. Tetra. Tetra 34.
I think maybe just Tetra.
Oh, what about just Tetra, darling?
What do you want to be called?
Nobody has ever asked me that. I like Tetra. I will try Tetra.
If it doesn't work, I've got dozens of other ideas. I'm sure I'll think of them. Or I'll forget them. And then I'll think of them again. Memory is a very fleeting thing.
She looks around at all of you. You will help me. You will help Tetra.
We'll try.
You didn't tell me to get down from the alcove. You didn't tell me to get down from the alcove, so... Yeah. You're cool.
Very
It
well.
seems you might be more useful than you have any idea, Tetra.
Useful. Does your apartment need cleaning?
I
Oh,
think the apartment
probably.
needs friends.
Yes, it definitely does.
Shall we head?
But you
Hell
are
yeah.
not required to clean my apartment. Just let's make that clear here. Your apartment is. Sorry, my apartment is not required. It's not required of you to clean my apartment. You are there as my guest. Do you know what a guest is?
Yes, we have guests quite frequently at the Ashworth estate.
Have you ever been a guest?
I have not.
Well, open up all of your data on a guest and prepare to be one. And follow me.
I love this. I love this.
I'm
We've adopted a robot.
going to try tea. She just follows you.
Oh, of course, darling. Of course.
As she follows you back to your apartment, you have what could be your first lead on some of the things going on with the Clanks in the city. Another lead that the Ashworths might be plotting something that is, as of yet, unknown. And a band of people that you got fired that are going to probably harass you at some point in the future. And
we
with that,
need to just go ahead and kill them
just to
so
get it
that I
over
don't
with.
have to keep lying to them.
And
No,
with
no, no,
that,
no. What you do is you keep inventing more siblings.
Yeah.
Well, actually, so I have +2 for my silver tongue, and that I didn't use earlier, and I have +2 for being a reporter, and so he was coming to me about something I reported on. So technically, I could have +4 on that, right? Is that how that works?
I think you can only spend one experience, but you got to spend a hope to do it. Yeah.
Lame.
But
Okay.
anyway, that will bring us to the end of our first episode of Legends of Elzorya. I hope you had fun. Introduced to all of our great characters tonight. If you all would stick around for just a little bit, I would not mind to do a post show, just to kind of chat and see how we liked it so far. I know we didn't get too into the system, because somebody completely whooshed my combat encounter, and a lot of RP setup. So I just wanted to make sure we
you're welcome.
It was great. It was pretty funny. So
we had a lot of really good rolls.
You did. Get those crits out of the way now so that later we can have some fun. Oh, I do keep my fear, though. It doesn't go away. So I'm at 6 for when we come back next week. So with that, we will close this this episode. Only one other stream this week. We got Temptations on Thursday. I think that's this week. So make sure to check that out. If you do want to hear the post-game chat, join the Patreon. We have, for the producer level tiers, we put the post shows up there. And then there's also some behind-the-scenes things leading up to Elzorya that we put on for free, I believe. Those are free. So if you join as a free member, you can see our session 0.5. We kind of dive more into the lore of the world itself. So with that, everybody, have a great night. And we will see you next week.
Bye.